Today, a seismic, a significant victory for the residents of Epping, a terrible day for the Home Office, a terrible day for the owners of the Bell Hotels, Somani Hotels Limited, who've been given no right to appeal. And dare I say it, Mr. Khan, a terrible day for human rights lawyers like yourself.
I'm not quite sure why, because it seems in the end, obviously, the court made a decision, so I'm not sure why it's a terrible day for human rights. One would assume the judge considered human rights, considered the law, and made the proper decision. I think what it does show, particularly to certain groups, certain individuals, parts of the media and politicians, that the government doesn't always get it right. And I think, that's almost should be really be a truism, really. Everyone should agree with that. But then usually they don't. And it's like, you end up attacking the judges for interfering. But that's the thing. There are always situations where the government isn't listening to the people. It's not making the right decision. And the court has to step in. And particularly interim injunctions, in the past year or two, we've really had them sort of demonized and vilified and criticized, how dare judges grant injunctions that interfere with the government decisions. But here we saw, we got an interim injunction. And obviously the judge considered everything and came to his judgment.
Yeah, and it seems to be perhaps a tipping point where, let's face it, we've been contacted at GB News this afternoon by hundreds and hundreds of people all across the land, and they're saying they're fed up of being told that the British people can't have the rights to deport foreign criminals. They're fed up of our borders being completely open to unvetted, mostly 87% men. They're sick of their country being a dumping ground, and yet there's still the law. Do you think human rights lawyers might come in now and swoop in and say that these individuals have been poorly treated by, and perhaps they don't like the chicken nuggets somewhere else?
And it depends on how they're going to be treated. We don't know what's going to happen. So obviously the government has whatever, some are saying 14 days, some are saying 28 days. So whatever the time limit the judge has said, depends, obviously, I'm assuming, or one hopes that, the Home Office isn't just going to throw them out on the streets. But obviously, if they're going to be mistreated somehow or made homeless or otherwise abused in any way, then of course, lawyers, and not just lawyers, they themselves have to stand up. But the point is, I'm not too sure, even for those who are celebrating this victory, how effective it's going to be or what this means. But